right, it's time to have some fun this Friday night. You down?
I am.
All righty. We can't do that without Tony Laubach either, who's joining us live from Colorado. Tony, good to see you, sir. I hear your goal is to stump us tonight.
The goal is to stump you, and I've done pretty well. So far, I'm 2 for 2 as we've gone through the day today. So we're going to get you guys started off here. We've been asking questions throughout the day, kind of some trivia questions, some wild weather facts. We started with where the largest hail in the country has fallen. Came back, we did the White Christmas of 2004, the weirdest place for it. You guys are going to be tasked with this. How long was the longest lightning strike ever recorded? You've got your 3 choices there on the screen. Which one of those is it?
I'm going to let you guess first, Melissa.
That all seems way too long.
I was thinking more in like the 10, 20, 30 mile range, but so clearly that's not the answer. So which one are you going with?
I'm going to go mid-ground, 477.
That's what I was going to say too. We're both locking in with 477, Tony. What's the answer?
Well, finally, I can finally say you're right. 477
This
miles,
is why we're on
the
Prime.
longest lightning strike. Congratulations, guys. That is a lengthy one. That one went from Texas across the Gulf of Mexico into Mississippi. Now, the question, of course, you're going to be asking is, how does one measure a lightning strike? First of all, every year I try to apply for that job, and for some reason I keep getting turned down, but apparently I just don't have a long enough tape measure to get up there and measure the length of a lightning strike. Satellites, the lightning detection network, all the new technology that we've seen kind of over the last decade or two has enabled us to do goofy things like measure the distance of a lightning strike. That beat out a record that was just 2 years prior to that, so the 477 set in 2020. Prior to that, it was only a couple of miles difference back in 2018, so a very lengthy lightning strike. These typically are cloud-to-cloud strikes, or they're not the ones that you see coming from the cloud to the ground, obviously, because you're only talking maybe, 10 miles, some of the higher supercells, if you get a bolt that comes from the top of those clouds down to the ground. So this is something that scatters horizontally across the atmosphere. Typically, you need an MCS or a squall line, something that allows for that bolt to actually connect at that length. So we see bolts really common, actually, to see them in the hundreds of miles range, especially in those bigger systems. But the largest one ever measured there, 477 miles. That's pretty crazy.
A bonus AccuFact for us here tonight. Thankfully, no lightning where you are now, just a beautiful blue Friday evening sky.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out these other videos here and be sure to subscribe for new content and the latest weather news from AccuWeather.